Hey families, Miss Honkala here. I made a short presentation for you supporting your students' learning. Thank you so much for everything that you've been doing for your students. Um, I know that this is certainly not anybody's first choice to be learning at home, so I really appreciate the support that you're giving your student. We're going to get through it the best we can, and we are going to make sure we are still having meaningful learning during this time. So let's walk through a couple of the technology needs that your student will be needing some support with during remote learning. First of all is the Google Classroom. I feel like most of you are already familiar with it because you've had to use it this morning. But you can see here that I added little emojis to them so that way the students can maybe start to get a little more familiar. Mine, I added a little dog, obvious reasons. I love dogs. Um, for Miss Alvarez, if ever your student is going to work with Miss Alvarez individually, you can click on her Google Classroom. And the way that you can, here we go. Oops, wrong one. Here we go. Yeah, so in order to find the link for the Google Meet, I know we had a little bit of trouble getting into Meet today. If it's ever popping up and asking you to input a code or it's saying this Meet is not available, just bring your student back to Google Classroom, make sure they're logged in, click on it from here, and right here at the top you will see Meet link. You'll be able to click that and open up the Google Meet. You'll be able to do that for the other classes as well. So when it comes to science time, we'll have Miss Bahana right here. You see I put a little beaker and a, gosh, what's that called? A microscope. You can click on that. You'll be able to join the Meet code right there. Cool. So that is Google Classroom. My recommendation would be to bookmark the Google Classroom website. Um, the way that you can bookmark something is if you go to the top, there's a little star. You'll click on it. You can name it something else if you'd like. I would just keep it whatever it is. You can bookmark individual classrooms. I would prefer, I think it's probably best just to bookmark this homepage with all the classrooms. So if we bookmark, we'll call it classes. Make sure you're putting it in the bookmarks bar because when you do that, it's going to bring it up right here to be clickable in the bookmarks bar. So that'll be really easy for your student to go in and click that. You'll be able to see, so if we go to resource, I will post under the classwork. I accidentally did it somewhere else. But under the classwork, you'll be able to see assignments. Your Google Classroom probably looks a little different than mine. I'm looking at the teacher view. Your student view might be a little different, but you'll be able to see either on stream or under classwork where I post the assignments for your students to complete. Yeah, let's go back to our presentation. After Google Classroom, we of course have Class Dojo. All of you are already on Class Dojo. You're already familiar with it. It's mainly used as our communication tool. It's really, really easy way to chat with you. However, I will also, everything that I post on Google Classroom, I'm also going to post on Class Dojo because I know that not everyone is probably logging in uh, with their students' emails on the classroom every day. So just in case you're missing that, I'm just going to post it in Class Dojo as well, okay? Use whichever communication spot is easiest for you. Like I said, never going to post anything on one that I'm not going to put on the other, all right? Class Dojo as well, you certainly can bookmark it if it's easiest, but I know a lot of us use the app. The next that I want to talk about is Epic Reader. A lot of your students might already be familiar, but it might be new to some of them. You are going to go to the website www.getepic.com to access this resource. Once you get there, you'll click Log In. All of your students already have an account. Excuse me. You'll click on students and educators. Then you're going to go over here to the class code. Now, once you enter it once, it'll pop up nicely down here, which will be so convenient for your students. But the first time you are going to have to enter it. My code is included in the presentation. But if you forget, just ask. I can send it again. You'll type it in here and you'll click go. And once you type in that code once, thank goodness you'll never have to do it again. Your student will then come and they will see different profiles. They'll click their name. I'll go to guest student. And Epic is just this amazing, huge resource of online books for students. Just so many. It's really, truly fantastic. It's really easy for students to just kind of guide themselves around and look for books that they're interested in. This is going to be used mainly for independent reading time. And this is an especially great resource for students who aren't yet able to read on their own, because you can see here they have a whole section of books that will read out loud to them. Everything that has the little green rectangle on the bottom that says read to me will read out loud to the students. It's just so absolutely amazing. They have lots of series, uh, characters that they might already be familiar with, lots of books about animals, lots of books about sports. There's just so many. And as your student kind of clicks around, it'll start keeping track of what books they like. And then they'll have a nice recommended for you book at the top. It's really great. Your students will very much love Epic. Yeah, so like I said, we'll mostly be using that for just independent reading, uh, some sort of, reading log. If you don't have books at home, that's really helpful. I would recommend getting some hard books at home, going to the library, once every week or every couple of weeks, getting some new books for your students to get their hands on. Next is Seesaw. I previously sent out the students' code. You should be able to log on, but let me know if you're having any issues. When you get to Seesaw, www.web.seesaw.me, you'll click on log in. You will click I'm a student. And you should be able to click sign in with Google up here. If you are not able to do that, you'll go down here to the bottom where it says text code, and that's where you're going to input that long code that I sent out in the email. If you can't find it in the email or you're having trouble, let me know, and I can help you figure it out. Let's see here. Let me go back to the teacher sign in so I can kind of show you what it looks like. Oops. All right, I got it back here. If I go under sample student, now you can see here I clicked on activities. Here are all of the activities that I assigned for today. They have one all about how you are feeling, Ladybug Math Edition, the Jabari Jumps response. I also posted this in the Google Classroom. You'll see if there are some that are on Seesaw. Hopefully we won't have to post things more than once. Right now I'm posting it in two places because I know not everybody's on Seesaw, but hopefully in the future I'll just be able to link the Seesaw and that'd be perfect. But what you'll want to do, they click add response. You'll select which student you are and check it out. You have all sorts of stuff we can do. You can click a pencil and you can circle how you're feeling today. I'm feeling silly. And then right here, a student can even record their voice, which they'd say, I am feeling silly today. In the end, they could also take a picture or a video. So I might ask for your student to read me a story or tell me about the story that they wrote or really anything. They'll click on video here. They'll be able to record a video. Hello, my name is Miss Honkala. Stop it. Oh, and then done up here. So there's lots of cool stuff they can do. Look at that. I can even input it. Wow. So your students can even take a video and input it into their assignment. Um, that's really, really cool. Lots of great stuff for Seesaw. There's also an app. If you'd rather your students work on it on a phone or a tablet, because I do know that some of the activities they're able to, it might be harder for students to use a trackpad and circle in the way that I'm doing it. So, um, kind of feel free to have them use whatever works best for them. And when they're done, of course, don't forget to click the green done arrow. That is how we make sure to turn it in. Uploading 100% complete. Awesome. And now you can see that it is there in my student journal. Wonderful. That should be all for now. Um, Again, thank you so much. I will be recording and posting everything from every day, and then also posting that in the feed on both Class Dojo and Google Classroom. So if your student is for some reason not able to log on that day, just let me know. I'm going to make sure the content is still uploaded for you, so you can have them go through it when is convenient. I do ask, though, please, of course, get your student logged on online as much as possible. It's really beneficial to be able to see them every day and to be able to work with them every day. And that kind of helps me understand really where they're at and what they need. I know we're going to be big partners this year, especially this first quarter in your child's education. So if your student is not able to attend a class that day, please just let me know so I can plan accordingly, and I'll make sure that they get everything they need from that day. All right, please, of course, you can reach out to me with any questions, with any help you may need. We are going to make it through this remote learning together. I can't wait. Have a good one.